Nana Kojo Jantua abo Adom Kyei sofo Adom Kyei aba so say wa call out Christian Council for abo bo na adwen a kire omo National Cathedral ase masa mo pese mo kosi mo fa musika enkosi enti His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asem no kan ne fo no so and Ghana for sika ediko wuram no corruption and MPPD ko wuram mu me dey wonsem eba owi no Suame MP lawyer Dako edepempem so enye asem koto on Suame interchange express road any development ya Mahama ede eba sha no se pampa sum de ne click subscribe button sia we are notification icon no what turning on video no buy ya unsa ebeka uhwenya like no comment no share ama obi so anya bi ahwe Kojo Jantua anopai wo ensem period to dwa efa National Cathedral ho okobo Adom Kyei edu abaso oboni din ana obo na abaso ana wi no de ba Suame MP onso no pimpim so crash ni nyina air development ya ebekoso e Ashanti region especially Suame entie ko tie fu video ba e ba to
na obi a kire na adwen nso ye beka wasem nemum yesofu panyi yera Adom Kyei Believers Worship Center wakasa efa nansen asofo mpanyifo mo call yera John Dramani Mahama hono ekoka se Cathedral no yenhwe na yensi na we na waka yentie no
na National Cathedral mo de koye dai amampani ye pa chew Jenegana mahowai na Christian Council for the one wa didi a che wa amen peche wa nko wa futuom ekoli skan kosi wa sore dan
yes
no mampani me pa chew Ghana ban enye Kristo asafo
yes
aban diulemu
yes
the
president of Ghana that he should stay on course and remain focused. For many Ghanaians are suffering, and for that matter, he should commit the funds to helping Ghanaians. The Christian Council can go into their funds to get money to build the cathedral, for they have enjoyed a lot from Ghanaians.
Mesre Ghana Shahotere Chayakwai. Ada Christian Council of Funa Munin Sore Dai. Mon Sore Dai, Mode Yadai. Mode Yadai.
Yes.
Mode Yadai. As young for the Mobra for Sikanya Nano, Ewahi Yamomo Hona Baye. Mon Flipper.
Yes.
Moto someone Namobekop retirement at Monchamo.
Oh yeah! Come on! Ishra
104.5.
Endi yeah
that was it a for the video.
Yeah so sisi kani nyina eba ho. And for me I think say mebo sofo Adom Kyei na baso.
Yeah.
Say ne ani epese free asofo no ho.
Patriotism.
Yes, of course. Because I sorry be a will be seen National Cathedral and I make us say Accra no the Ottoman so no the National Cathedral. Yami amimiti Kumasi the National Cathedral. And you bet me a bompai o baby. Until we are very simple. Say Christian service for any Christian Council for susu say yensi Cathedral mo for musikanye. So we dey problem. The Christian Council for na ntwa mo hobo. Na boso me so munsi because in kremofo kosi ni antese say national muslim ho ahwan meboa
sure
nti obi ani ho a obesi sa de no nti just emphasis kan no nya de pa
na sa de ukra no ahyase no ana o musinka Ghana ye hu ni mu eni say eja seed money de kwa ekreku wiase ye bubu afa so amasika yi
I am disappointed but
obey
as of from penifo the other one abranti bi o ye Ghana ni na Expressway no on say Radio Mahama say apart from Kumasi Accra road no obeye kwan ba kwan no de say way ko way ba na ehun nsem ne ba ye no MPP for na mo minority nso akasa
okay
the mo kano eto asumu pa the MPP for kano eto asumu pa the mo kire ne say Kumasi Accra road de bi ekunipa nti se wo sika bia fire enu wi anse no aye expressway but Abanse Expressway need the Danny baby. But me said the Nyante Kumasi Accra the Nankasa Ehonsem no.
But say we share timelines are to force in the mind for 3 years on a expressway one. Have the minority Oma assess how long it will take us for the Kumasi Accra highway and so because timelines are almost the same there. Then I will vouch for the expressway. Because say 1 year and you bit me Kumasi Accra there no. I wouldn't wait for 3 years for the expressway. Name say you be Accra to Kumasi there 2 lanes no na say. And no ebe take about 2.5 years to 3 years to say expressway na duration there. Then I mean we need the expressway. That would be better. And it's a minority to be proven my say the timeline for the old Accra Kumasi way the renovate here. A year be 1 year. Until that will be faster than waiting for lives to be lost on the establishment of expressway. No. Say you be expressway ni atwa mani baby at 3 years. Name we ye 1 year. Nti no ye de beto masum more. But say years ne ben ho say 2.5 years ne de be wie sa double lane we no dia.
I think say what opeso ye ni say expressway ni beda ni baby.
Yes, that is established.
Na we ninti e wo say ebusa question say Kumasi Accra de no or ye ne dey. Because betimi ayi ni mienu nyina. Where ye would dear or person offer the normal route, which is Kumasi Accra. Because expressway niba and no ubetia higher. To say the abuchi and let me play a video nanko function to Facebook a brand be oye Ghana ni ewa America. And I know the way expressway ni city. Okay. And the normal route so the way abrochi for no so I know. But don't share na wuti ensua. I share the quality of road. Yeah. The quality of road. Yeah. A quite no the woman see no bear 1,000 years crying say. Yeah, the NBA best say. But yenti a brand na no che expressway no.
Expressway na jo Mahama come on tia say enu ni. On se to wo so. Nti wa betu eska no afa soro. Ya yentua ne ye namfom. E fom ha obokwa kwisia traffic light. Omo
me pacho bra Facebook na ebehwe ni yie. Wo de hwe e kwan the quality of road. Ewia ye de ba ko bi beto enra accident asia manipa ewu e wo sa kwan na so eye Accra Kumasi road. I mean every week bia nipa ewu. But they share the quality road. But quality road no there e one chain no enye say sa roadway
and just say yeah
we kwan we ba there be we kwan hwe kwan no we dey hwe kwan no sa kwan ne ye obi e ko
okay
obi e ko obi eko obi anhia obi sa de da nchen no obi ko na obi
okay ti aye one way
no cry 3 de one way
no cry 3
nti e be we de beto Accra de na de bia nipa wu no
na jo Mahama come on tia say enu ni on se to wo so nti wa betu eska no afa soro ya yentua ne ye namfom e fom ha obokwa kwisia traffic light omo nam soro no omo nhia traffic light ombako saa break agise bia nyame mfasa amankwanhie bia siso anase omo ye adwuma osoro entimo a ye ka expressway na monti ase no abrochire kro bia bi wo ho na sabi bibini de adepa bia bibini mpe ade ye bese bibini enti expressway no na wo ho no enti omo nam soro ho no omo na ye kontem no ho to wo ho ba expressway na ho no kwanda fom nti mi a mi mpese me tieska no me nam fo won se hwe to ni sisu no bese atwera bo on we to on se o we nti expressway na ya kan no a omampanyin no kan no say na tie mo a monte ase no enie abrochire die no ebinie nti Ghana so yebetima yebi
Inshira 104.5 nti e ka expressway a eye kwan a se wuti susu a unhia obia ewe be ifa China for na etimi ayesa road no ekwan no etimi fa car 6 a ekọ na 6 eba nti eno no utia so a within 2 hours
na se mirika bia opibia etimi kọ
de ha na eno na otai enya etimi pai
pai na se na idima ya woni
I'm sure say expressway ni so ba one of the things e be hwene say otai anya papa ye ma on fa expressway ni so
na so mo check
and na uji anya papa ye o kan no because speed na e wo ho no on say ye kwan no ya nheda anya kwan a utimi kọ be 30 minutes inti Ghana ni typical Ghana ni driver no on shed that name drive now drive constant 30 minutes a winshare will be
nti eba say no a
ana umbo break
bebre ani so nti yes ye abotre ne
ana umbo break ni na se for na ye nyina
sure
ti we minim say dako or pick mami sami dako nti de ho no na me de me hwe quality road no je photo road accident na ye ka ho asem no road accident no ene da ho no hwe ye di ni nipa ewu nipa pra enra 10:50 a.m. and a car no kushia ya a dane ya and a yes one crofone. Oh, every week dia nipa wu Accra-Ksi se kwani de se wo kwa empaibo wo be empaibo because ubewu in Shiraya fan ana ubewu Accra-Ksi se kwano ubewu in Shiraya fan we ya ubewu bra
nana say you know expressway no sisi na minya information you say you know ye nko hoda so you know omo akọ hoda no na ya mama information sisi kan courtesy the godfather or say speed limit wo aha na eduru baabi kura na police wo ho a omo check speed limit no eti wo bro so no yetimi che wo nyesa express ntina nam so we na che se wo kwa I think that would be better and yes adia ya driver fo die se de omo tie no ija omo asema ba
na ekofo H1N1 no
yeah
say na speed limit wo ho
but omo nhwe
but omo anhwe say speed limit no
bibi ni die
nti ya so odin but I mean, sure, 2 hours per sure. Yeah, come mini lawyer John Dako, Enchichum Komo MP for Suame constituency. Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Only way true.
Oh,
Mintishi as a metis as own namun so mu dari so mu se minchen antewi.
Okay, that is.
Hello. Still. And kebebe wan no kakra mamia. Ana minim so driver. Okay, you're managing this out. But what menka? Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. What menka?
Aha,
they say the kakra manim ben wano kakra emai. Na ye kan expressway ma say minority for no mo kire say expressway no hu hye dan hia at this moment nti onfasi kan nye Accra-Ksi road na eku nipa no. Mpacho sa na mo position ti ana.
Minya me chia onya ma chia bisafo nyina. And you can say minority it's bibia the woman say we are just being pragmatic. Acquire Kumasi near Accra acquired that way. In the end, say if we Accra by bedroom some I say, and so it's been done. I think they're about 6 lanes. We doing some now quite 2 lane, a pa be Chibi. We're not because they're very nice until we get to Chibi. I know there's single lane now, compared to do a Jesso. If our position is that, could share for us, I don't know, honestly speaking, we don't know how long it's going to take before you complete it. And see, now, Adrian said, that's the car, there be a new roadie. And can vandalize it. Baby, Kyei from Chibia, a baby see a dressing. Now I had to. Now and car, a Canadian term and my uncle. That is our position. Now, a bandit who are not pursue yet without racing it to no cost such a new road. And no, what did the actual say expressway? We can still finish the Kumasi and dualize it. And so call it expressway. For me, who makes me it's fine. But the worry is that everyone constantly say way now na kuma the main one on so ye na ni me nu nyina akofa problem aba because him wo hwe ye da wo sisi ya yesu adwuma pa MPP aba yesu adwuma pa ye traffic points no every konongo every of course in terms of the year for ye kono okoko every ho aka engineering year for so there are places that traffic points on the current structure ye ni na every ho it is me every and no abeboy that see of course that new one the fan you ko twa powerful flow na enu so abanyene se metwe me how kasipa dam so Suame interchange ye shaase tenka bye o man ni ko ho anka akola nim kasa da bia me minister for roads kasa aka so ye beye o ka se beye enra me nam constituency atache da atache ni ho no mfuturo me nua no mo ho post office ya wa de twa mu no so mo ye o ye kire e mfuturo eku enye izu abeto Friday ne enra enka futuro enka atache na enkuye timizo winia de ya kanya ne se saban ne pese oye Accra-Ksi road on start no dualize we say no ho dada no traffic points na ye free nkoko ne konongo ene enyina nyina onhwe ni enya saade ni nyina because listen ya shasi aye o to say no wuja to ho ya yi ni nyina besai na ko se ikan ye tugu esa na ye ni ye tua tax na kasa no e na ye boyka imagine say udru enyina ma ananse konongo ye ya to ati no ya twaso ade anwea fele ya great ho ene udo bi be fancy am bia faso ye no mo nam kuma se kwan so de o monim ya ni nyina na uba abandon ni nyina because you say the kind of dey ase ho wo abandon ni nyina eso ku twa kwa fofo I mean if there is not prudent management of our meager resources it is just it but for a very good reason please say the existing one now
lawyer Mamimbusa I sense your frustration and okasani nyina no me hu kwai komo but I'm just asking so imagine for 8 years wa buying baso the frustration that Ghana for can the same thing anie kase Accra-Ksi in fact if you look at the statistics Accra-Ksi yenye ni say yendualize kofo na Mahama aba na Kufuado aba Accra-Ksi yenye ni say ya nye mako opposition yasa aba you say munsumani abramo kan wase even Suame interchange I mean obeto ye you say waba beto but hunyoma ni nyina na ye honorable Kyei Mensa we were talking about it here say Jumedi say ye nisika ma ye mfa ye nsanka I remember miami ni apanyin napo etoto ayampia sensem chofu ni bi kura Jesus kanti o mbeka ma ye mfi omo ye papa na Kufuado kacha ye say yen ya ye kase project ni ntimi no ye ni megwase mako but we know the consequences now in fact I'm quoting the former regional minister Honorable Mensa or say the first phase of Suame interchange will be completed by 2024 and now here again say every time ye bo utri so I'm just thinking say adentina it appears say mo wa be mu ni e kasa asem no say these are the pressing issues mo find every means to defend why it shouldn't be so and now you are in your position you are telling us the frustrations that they go through and the statistics is clear every day Accra-Ksi Sunday Saturday Friday nipewu enti em balancing is based on o concern
no I mean look meaning say mono and now can we referring to politicians And I will refer to NPP.
I'm referring to MPP at that time and what we said and how Manye Sadenia can because ye can say Kumasi Accra no. They be near Kanwasim because near the statistics say but every man they say Accra Kumasi o nipewu Accra Kumasi accident koso. So I'm interchanging so Makoto what happened under your government. So,
okay, so
that's the reason why I'm asking that.
But I think that we've gone past all that. Meaning, there's a reason why we cannot always be referring to the past, especially when we know what the situation is right now. For whom the situation is that and now and then we say other sense. Ghana focus say yes to start abanim and to say and they share you know NDP for answer. And into they show most of the now also almost to know you to me be some questions about what my day in every night. You know, because we can always go back to MPP for mine, MPP for mine. Look, at this point, MPP is not in power. Can we now look forward? How do we get the thing done?
Lawyer, I agree respectfully. Lawyer, I agree respectfully.
At the end of the day, no, Ghana for tax, so Ghana for tax, MPP for tax.
No, I understand, but lawyer, respectfully, I'm just wondering. I know I was a move, but I'm just wondering when you tell Ghanaians to say, "Ube first phase 2024, na bibia ye intact." Now we cannot hold people accountable for saying, "Say by 2024, not first phase." Now as of now. We are now complaining say first phase no Ukrainian druya in futuro. You think say it's not fair say Ghana for bebusa say a binder down no can say 2024 no. Obey first phase na be 10 months yen wie no. Is it not fair to ask for accountability?
Oh, I think the meaning you are missing the point. What better way to hold people accountable than to hold them out? No, a serious. Such as on December 7th, Ghana fought to Abba. For that and many reasons, almost say yes system, yes and then you know, and then November 2025, and I say you still want to hold the previous government accountable. When there's a new government who is receiving our taxes. That's what I say. And see the the people of Ghana held our government accountable, and yet I say almost to about almost say. To say no, the can't come here. My say in fact, I just said the main name. The main this a buying, then this a buying and finding.
All right.
And so, if you want to hold anybody accountable, you need to hold this current government accountable because it is this government that is in charge of our resources.
You hold the buying way accountable. No say Suame inter, and I'm referring because that's your constituency. You hold no say, and I force and I say no can become interview in life or catch in life who say. Sikakra na mose mu wo amode Suame interchange no na ebi nim eni budget mu enti omu na epe sika e dia ba beka budget mu when we held them accountable, meaning that your government lied to Ghanaians say ma prepare bibia and the first phase 2024 you holding accountable. This is what he said. Any reaction to that?
Well, first of all, government is a continuum. When we say it's media MPP about us and NDC about us, I buy a back Ghana buy a back. Now, Ghana buy, I know at the time, no. I say, when you see car or the air juma or shall say, there was money and in the PS can be. So, I buy a few ho. Shall see car, I was saying to a mother to us, they say about music, she can ho. Honestly speaking, a very fair question, but maybe about all that than this say, let's see how much they say because they were paying the contractor. It's a new government, you know, on all the priorities in and Rebecca to be a sikenio. Because when you mentioned that there's a bow, I disagree. We went to the disaster with the Bay Kumasi Kwine, and I saw with the Bay Tambale Kwine, and I saw the Bay Ruta Radio Kwine, and I saw the Bay Takra Kwine, and I saw the Bay Kukus Kwine. So if you are committed as a government, you will find the money. So it is not right if you can write the buyer. na sika no wa then na banda da etimi sha se etwa kama na adwuma na ekoso kama adwuma no slow down only after the NPP lost power. It is sika ne de sika swap no ho aye finance minister on the best say ya fa nkobo nkuma na nifa enti onu ni decide say nei omu stronghold voter region north into one of the kwaya adwuma because it's omu yakwa ho omu yakwa omu stronghold pa. It is what I say. Suame interchange the Kenua. Metinasi because the can be on my best from interchange, no, or the other stronghold. It is not true to Kenua. She can't hold now ban the pure contractor, the country, they be a no bay man. And they are banned to sign because I can pass one interchange. Yet they are coming before it will be convenient for him to say.
Stronghold the best, lawyer stronghold the info, almost stronghold the infana. Wo mo ye ekwan a wo meja ye de ato stronghold ben.
Oh, what I'm saying is the Okom Voter Regional, omo ye the Eastern Corridor Road. Contractors wo mo ye adwuma. Ene ufi tema Okom Voter Regional. O ma di kwana nche nyina asase omo ye adwuma. And is that in fact, you John Mahama, they would see the campaign. Asama or can say a brain duty about it. In fact, we work on Uchi region. I see a brain and a Nakufado. What the guy is taking a year on the stronghold. It was also bad. The stronghold also got by Yajuma. Means a Ghana for. But this is a campaign he waged. And a trouble man. If he decides, or no, interest, or the Bayer region or Bay region, is the president's priority. It is a also I would dear because the choir.
Well, I'm sure, sir. Before we move on to Kenfa, I'm sure, Senka, obese mo ye yanka yendru sa level way. Enti sometimes the frustrations ni bia na MPP4 na omotoma amono ekumne say enyoma ni bi wo ho a na nka metimi aye e ma ni ndru certain level. And I'm sure Suame interchange was one of them because at least some of us are me engineer, and so I know project management to know say project be wo now can say na si kan shede ni ho a the issue of time, scope, resources e betimi abitiwama the time okra na bia wo expect no a big problem. And if you indulge me, let me read something quickly near call Oforiata de no so we my jaw online publication 16th July 2024. Now, headline here: first stage of Suame interchange project to be finished by 2024 ending. President Nana Akufo-Addo has provided assurances that the first phase of the Suame interchange project will be finished by the end of 2024. He disclosed that construction has already commenced on the main interchange component of the project. Now, speaking on the matter, President Akufo-Addo reiterated his government dedication to ensuring the timely completion of the entire Suame interchange project. This commitment comes in response to ongoing complaints from motorists who use the affected stretch. The Suame interchange project aims to alleviate congestion and improve traffic flow in the area, addressing long-standing challenges faced by the commuters. But President Akufo-Addo underscored the administration resolved to enhance infrastructure development and uphold its promise to the Ghanaians. He said that Akufo-Addo government remains focused on its commitment to dualizing of roads in densely populated areas on Kabuma. The government is committed to replicate such successful initiative along other corridors of the region, such as Suame Roundabout to Tafo Pankrono. Another important project in the region is the construction of Suame interchange. The project is progressing steadily. So the overpass on the Offensu Road, Anomaji Magazine Road, Busua-Kruwa, as well as the 15 kilometers of the road around Suame Roundabout are some 40% complete. It is programmed that these overpasses will successfully be completed before the end of the year. President Akufo-Addo at that time, or share Boninti, maybe they say the Wababa Betu, and I'm not blaming you because you were not the MP at that time. Wababa Betu, Inti. The only thing I can say is that knowing you and knowing your caliber and your integrity, I'm just praying that you help fix that problem.
Well, thank you very much. But the meeting I can say, you said you understand the way project works. Some of the projects are named phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. I think, even though at the time there wasn't so much involved, the phase 1, the completion of phase 1 they were talking about, the completion of the inner roads within the community. That is even before the main construction was to be started. I mean, the idea was that phase 1, Anumanzim Kwanta Suame Chiho Macro magazine. Said the blocking main road now it will take the traffic to these trunk roads. And it is the phase 1. Indeed, that is what was termed as phase 1.
Now, lawyer said, why would your constituents complain? Say in foot through a say yes, and you are thinking. I'm not saying you are stating for a fact. You are thinking. I'm sure. Say later on, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Now, more research emphatically, so that perhaps you give us the update. Say be a phase 1. I don't have those entailments, but I'm just saying. Say, Sankaya phase 1 now. You are thinking now. I'm sure. Say be a can common complaining. It's in person because Suame commit me afa adjourning rules. Next a main road and so you block it. But I can tell you, I'm not offer. So if you crow from Suame, sometimes you can be in a traffic for 30 to 1 hour, and it's so terrible.
Okay, so let me just make this point. We drew Suame Room Hotel, a quiet beach. Offer hotel coffee Suame. Yeah, whole coin now they could see post office or the far Tapa or the far Malcru. Now they could see a Busu Crua. That you just as part of the Suame interchange. In fact, maybe I was surprised you to know that Suame interchange now a friend of a year. This comes to I think there was a school there, Companoche DSS or something like that. It's part of Menshano constituency. This is switching. There are quite a power of the factor for ABC new road. Okay, it is part of the Suame interchange. In fact, part of Suame interchange, a many be cry as a Korean when he talks to the contractors. So when the president was speaking, if he's talking about Suame interchange project, and yes, Suame home corner network. But I can tell you that within Suame constituency, magazine. Inside or quite a bit or any do so post office a chill any takwa any macro so part of that that the former phase 1 and the in fact the linear can once a man meaning say the main road are from roundabout now all the way to Bremai and no and
enti we ya abasobodi a nana koje Jantua edema sofu Adom chendua any clash here e course between ono any lawyer Dako MP for Suame me na say hwe fu video for adwenkyere ebu comment section we na like na comment na share ama obinsu anya bi ahwe hi pampa so media no on the papi de ma